Okay, welcome back. This is part 2 of Team Match Play. In this part, we're going to talk about assigning players to your teams. We're going to talk about having your teams be paired against each other. And we're also going to be talking about individual pairings of the team members. So, team member Flight A plays Team Two's Flight A, and the Flight B plays Flight B, and C plays C, etc. I'm also going to talk quickly about the ghost and substitutes. So I'm going to switch over to the website. Now, in the prior portion, I created a league and I created a season for match play. And here I am on my season page, and I see my 2018 match play. So I've already got rounds scheduled, but I don't have my teams made. And so if I click on the rounds, I'm not going to be able to see what teams are playing what teams. So we got to go ahead, and the first thing we're going to have to do is manage the season members. Okay, we're on our season member page. They have to be active for the season, so we can see that everybody's active except for my admin account here. And at the bottom, we have this button, Team Assignments. That's the one we're gonna want to click. So right there, I'm on my team member page here. So I don't have any teams. I'm going to go ahead and create 4 teams. So easy, simple, just click on add a new team, and I can give the team any name I want. I'm going to go simple. I'm just going to call it Team A. Now, prior in part 1, we set up our teams to be member sizes of 2. Now, what that really means is when they're playing a round, there's only going to be 2 players from a team matched up against 2 players from another team. That does not mean that I can't have 6 players on one team and have them switch in and out. I could have 2 main members. Maybe I have 4 substitutes. But the important thing is when you assign, at this point, whoever you assign to Team A will only be allowed to play for Team A. Okay? So I have a lot of players in here, and I'm going to demonstrate how we just slide over the player name into the team member slot. So I've added 1 member to Team A. Now we know it's at least 2. But in this particular case, so I'm going to have to add more. You can do multi-select. You can do a control select and pick a bunch of players, slide them over, and boom, now I have 6 players for Team A. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. All right. Same thing for my other 3 teams. I'm going to make them real quick. In this particular case, I'm going to do just a long shift select, drag everybody over, and hit save. All right, Team C. Grab another 6 players, slide them over, hit save. And finally, my last team, I'll get everybody else. And I'll grab all 8 players, slide them over, and hit save. Okay. So I have my teams made. Now I actually have to set up my team matchups. Which team is going to start playing which team? How are we going to rotate through these teams? Okay, so if I go back to managing my league season and I go into my season schedule, I will see all of the dates that I have previously set up as the rounds that we will be playing. Okay, you have 2 options in this case. I'll demonstrate both of them. You can do this manually. So if you want to do it manually, you click on the little versus button that I just clicked on, and you can drag the team A into slot number 1, and then we'll have them play against Team B. I have Team C in slot 2, and they're going to play against Team D. Okay? And I'll hit save. I've scheduled only the first round. All right? In this particular case, I think it would be simple and advantageous to use the auto scheduler. Okay? That's what is up here available on the right-hand side. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to overwrite anything that I had previously done, but that's fine with me because I don't need to worry about the one round that I scheduled. I wanted to do all of the rounds. I'm going to go ahead, hit OK. The auto scheduler completed successfully. And now I see A versus D, B versus C, B versus D, C versus A. And, you know, it's alternating, and eventually it'll repeat after everybody plays everybody. And that's how we're going to go throughout the whole season. So now I have all of my teams assigned, all of their matchups assigned. What I do not have is which player of which team is going to play which player. Okay? So to do that, I am going to click on the schedule button over here, the schedule link. Okay. I see my schedule. I see my team matchups. I want to click on the date here. Okay. At the top, I have these gray bars showing me match number 1 is Team A versus Team D. Match number 2 is Team B versus Team C. Okay. If I expand these, I have by default the first 2 players from each team in my matchup. If I don't like that, I can click on the versus button, and you'll see I have all of my players over here from Team A. And let's say that Gene Gray can't make it that day, and Eddie Brock is going to make it that day. I swap them out, and I hit save. And now my matchup is still Team A versus Team D, but I have Eddie Brock playing instead. Okay, let's look at the second matchup. I've got B and C. Let's look. Now, let's say in this particular case, I am going to miss, let's say, Norin Rad. He's not going to be able to make it. And none of my other players are available. Okay? I have the option of throwing in the ghost player. The ghost player is always available in the bottom right. I'm just going to drag up a ghost player and assign them to play against Eric Lenscher. Now, I could, let's say this whole team can't make it. I could put another ghost up here. And that team is going to end up playing nothing but ghosts this week. And go ahead, hit save. Okay? So that's basically all of my rounds have been scheduled. All of the matchups should be ready to go. Again, it's going to default to your first 2 players, I believe, which is the case. If you need to swap them in and out, I showed you how to do that. And if you need to put a ghost in, I showed you how to do that. Okay? Simply, when you enter the player's scores, you'll end up seeing the results from the match. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate that real quickly for Hal Jordan against Bruce Wayne. So that would be up here at the top. All right. So I'm Bruce Wayne. I came down here today, and I'm going to enter my scorecard. And let's go ahead, enter the scorecard. 4, 5, 3, 4. And let's go to the back 9, 4. Let's put a bogey in there. Let's put another bogey in there. 3, and we'll put one more bogey in there. All right. So Bruce Wayne shot +3. Okay, now Hal Jordan, we'll go find Hal, and we'll put his scores in. All right, 4, 4, oh, too many there. 4, 4, 3, 5, 4, 4, 4. Let's give a birdie, 3 and a 4. And then go to the back nine. And let's enter in 4, 4, 4, 5, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4. And hit save. Okay. So, based on my settings that I had previously set up in my season, Hal Jordan ended up scoring 10 points and Bruce Wayne scored 8 points. And if I really wanted to see the details, I can click on the little spyglass and I can see all of the holes that they halved. And if one of them happened to win a hole due to an adjustment, you will see that the hole is green. If the hole was adjusted, you'll see this little tiny dot here. It says you received a stroke. So Bruce Wayne ended up getting 2 strokes from Hal Jordan for the day. Wasn't enough because Bruce Wayne was 4 higher than Hal. So Hal ended up taking 4 holes outright and they ended up splitting. So good start for Team B. Now, obviously, your settings will be a little bit different, so you might see different points. But basically, that is the entirety of team match play. Keep an eye out for any other tutorials. There might be some more covering the Ghost and possibly more on league reserves. But hopefully this is helpful, and I look forward to hearing from you. So thanks for watching.